DTI fam, what's good, baby? Back at it again with another daily drive-by where I go around town, go around states, and just talk about the things that are on my mind because I'm in here by myself, it gets lonely, and I just have a bunch of thoughts racing through my head. And today, we are talking about the turning point in life. When are you going to have your turning point in life where enough is enough? You throw the red flag, you say, I'm not fucking putting up with shit no more. I'm doing things for me, I'm focusing on me, and I'm going to live the dream life that I've always desired, that I've always wanted, that I have always thought about. And I think this comes at multiple different stages for different people in life, and nobody knows when that turning point is going to come. And so for me, if you guys know my story, if not, we have a ton of videos where you can hear it. But my turning point in life was when my dad passed away. But actually fast forward 6 years from that point, and that's when the turning point really happened. Living in Dallas, Texas, got to my lowest of lows, and for some reason, I ended up going to a gym out there, and I found physical fitness as that thing that pulled me out of depression, that pulled me out of anxiety, that turned my mindset around about how good life is versus the way that I was thinking of it. And so my turning point happened with a traumatic thing that happened in my life, but it happened years after that date happened. And so during that time period of that 6 years, yes, it was very sad, but there was a lot of things that I was bottling up. There was a lot of things that I was keeping in. And what that was doing was holding me back from meeting and reaching the expectations that I knew I would be able to go after in life or get out of life. And through that transition and change and being able to come over those hurdles of being so low and so down that I didn't believe in anything of myself, I was like, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm throwing in the red flag. The checkered flag is waving in the air. The finish to that era of my life is over, and I am going to move forward and live each and every day to the fullest. So that way I can live a happier, healthier lifestyle no matter what life throws at me. And that was the day where I literally decided where I'm going to be happy and I'm not going to be sad. I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to cast blame. I'm not going to hold grudges. I am just going to move forward with the life that I want to create. And when that day came, I didn't realize how important it was. I didn't realize the capabilities that were going to come from it. I didn't realize everything that would open up from that day on. And so I want you guys to think about, are you truly living the life that you want? Or are you living the life that other people want for you? Are you living the life that your mind is telling you that you deserve to live, even though you're able to see more and be more? And so I want you to ask yourself, like, have you ever thrown that towel in where you're like, I'm going after this, I don't care what anybody says anymore? Or waving the checkered flag where it's like, I'm done with this stage of my life, I'm moving on to the next one. Or if you have bad habits in your life, you're like, nope, this is it. I'm doing things for me now because this is not pushing things in the right direction. And so as we talk about this and as we unfold what this topic is like, just truly ask yourself, like, have you ever thrown in the towel? Have you ever waved the checkered flag to be like, enough is enough? I'm going after my dreams, goals, and aspirations. Life is too short, because I promise you, if you haven't had it already, at some point, life is going to kick you in the fucking dick, and you are not going to know what happens. And you're not going to know how to adjust. You're not going to know how to tailor things because, again, you never expected this thing to happen. And what my goal is for you is that when that day comes, when that time does come, whether it's losing a job, filing for bankruptcy, getting yourself in debt, not being able to pay bills, whatever it is, like, there's so many different things that you can tie this to. Not getting onto a sports team that you wanted, never making it professional in something, never graduating, like whatever that thing is. Life is going to kick you where you don't want it to, and how are you going to be able to adjust and tailor your life when that happens? And I wish that it doesn't happen, and I hope it doesn't. But what I want you to do is realize, like, start putting foundational habits in your life so that way you don't have to worry about that day coming. And when it does come, you know how to adjust and tailor to make sure that you keep moving in the right direction and you can continue to grow and develop. It's so easy to talk about what we want in life. It is so easy to talk about what we want. But when it comes down to it, how are you acclimating the things that you're doing in order to achieve and reach those dreams, goals, and aspirations that you have? How are you showing up better for your significant other? How are you showing up better for your kids? How are you showing up better for yourself so that way you can show up for everybody else around you? I was just having a call with one of our clients the other day, and they were casting guilt on themselves for a certain situation. And I'm like, look, you can't cast guilt on yourself, because think about what the last year has done to you. If you were to stay in this area, in life that you're in right now, how low would you have gotten? Again, life's dragging you through the mud. How low would you have gotten? You would have gotten to a point where you can't show up for those you care about, where you don't have the passion and drives that you once did, where you don't have the energy or charisma that you once had, where you don't have the happiness and satisfaction that you once had. It's okay to pivot and change in life. That is the glory of it. If you're stuck in a situation that you don't like, you can get out of it. You just have to have the courage. You have to have the mindset and ability to be like, I am going to go after this. I am going to do it, and it will happen, because you will put small steps in place every single day in order to see that thing transition into whatever you want it to be. Going after something doesn't have to be something big. It can be something little. It's just like the bad habits we have in our life that none of us want to own up to or say that we have. That's the same thing with the trajectory of our life. We don't want to own up and say that we could be more, or we could do more, or that we do believe in ourselves unconditionally. Be a delusional optimist. If you want something in and out of life, go after it. You don't have to wait for it to come to you. But if you wholeheartedly believe that you can do this, or you can do that, or you will get through this, or you will be able to do that, it will happen. As long as you're replacing the bad habits with the good habits in order to make that thing blossom and achieve into what you want it to. Who are you surrounding yourself with? How are they impacting you? What are they doing to make you better? What are they doing to make you see more and be more? I think that's one of the best things about the friend group that I have, is that we're constantly pushing each other, whether it's physically, mentally, professionally. We are always pushing each other, where one gets a promotion and we're like, all right, I'm coming after you. Or somebody meets a fitness goal or crosses the finish line, and it's like, all right, dude, you just amped me up. I'm getting fucking back into it. And we're constantly developing and growing each other without putting pressure on it, because it comes natural. The group is all motivated in different aspects, which then motivates the other individuals to just be more and do more. So who you surround yourself with plays a big factor in this whole topic. But what I don't want is you to continue to go after life just mediocre, and it's like, oh yeah, it is, everything is what it is. It's just life. Life is life. If there's negative things in your life or things that you don't like, change them so that way you can be happier. If you want a relationship, see why you don't have one. The root cause of everything is pretty clear once you can step back, but the thing is, our mind overpowers what we actually want. Our mind makes us do things that we don't actually want to do. And so that's what holds us back, is that we can't become accountable, because our mind's like, nope, you've tried this before, you can't do it. Oh, you went after this before and you didn't do it. But it's because subconsciously you weren't doing the things needed in order for that to be able to happen. When you start doing the things on a daily basis in order to make that happen, you will see that it will come true, and it will come to light way faster than you ever thought it could. So just like you've given up on your New Year's resolutions, or just like you've said you were going to go after something and you didn't, take those as the flags that you threw in, but you threw them in on yourself instead of keeping those flags and keeping that race going and giving it the effort it deserves. I'll leave it there for today, so that way this one isn't too long, but I just wanted to say, go after those dreams, goals, and aspirations you have. Believe in yourself unconditionally, be a delusional optimist, and challenge the norm. Challenge the things that people say can and can't happen, because I guarantee you, no matter what it is, it can and will happen as long as you truly want it, up here and in here. Have the desire to inspire. Go out there, live your dream life, make the most out of every single day, because tomorrow's not promised, and remember that today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it count. Have the desire to inspire. It's all